Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are turning in for the first time, I'm Pomona Plant Dad. This is my daughter Olivia. She's going to be helping me make this video today. So this is the original video I wanted to make to introduce my channel. It's going to be a plant care channel. Yup. And I don't want to act like I'm an expert at plants. I'm some plant guru, because I'm not. I'm just someone who enjoys plants, and I'm sharing what works for me. I'm sharing all of the things that I've learned having plants now for about 1.5 years, and how to take care of my plants, and just another video for you guys to look at and get plant tips and somewhere you could feel comfortable learning about plants. So we're just gonna go through the video. I'm gonna give you guys a plant tour today, and you guys will see all of the different variety of plants I have, and I'll go over just maybe like 1 or 2 things to take care of the plants where I have them, and that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So the first place we're going to start is my front door, because obviously this is where you're going to come in from. So as soon as you walk in, you're going to see my Bromeliads. I was gifted this one from my mom. She got it for me for Easter. It's been doing really well. The color's starting to fade though a little bit. I might think I need to put it into a room with more light. This room right here gets lit from these skylights, so I mean it does pretty good lighting up the room real nice, but who knows, they might need just some more. Over here in the corner I do have a grow light just to supplement those other ones. These are some Bromeliad pups. Usually the mother plant will die, will give off little sprouts like that, and that's how the plant continues. This right here is my favorite plant right now. It's been doing so good. It's absolutely incredible. Not only is it a beautiful plant, but it has been so easy for me to take care of. It keeps on giving new growth all over the place. It's these like little flower sprouts right here that have been doing great. I absolutely love it. So this is called the Maranta. The actual name is Maranta Leuconeura. Or people call it a prayer plant. The reason why this is called a prayer plant and the Calatheas are called prayer plants, Calathea medallion and Calathea Concinna, is because during the day they are flat like this, and then during the night the leaves will actually start to raise up, so the entire plant will get raised up like it's standing up. So that's why they call it a prayer plant, because it looks like it's praying. And yeah, as you saw too, that the bottom of the leaves usually have this red coloring to them. The Calathea medallion also has that redness to the bottom, so when they stand up you see that red. It's really cute. This leaf right here is dying. I think it's just an older leaf. I don't think it's because of any watering issues. The ends are getting crispy. It's probably because I didn't have my humidifier on for like 3 days or something like that. That's the thing about these prayer plants, is they absolutely need a lot of humidity. I have that humidifier gauge right here, so it's at 61% humidity. Anywhere between 50 and 70% is what these guys like. This one was my first Calathea. It took a lot of trial and error. You can see that I cut some of the ends off right there because I was watering it incorrectly. These guys also want distilled the water, so they want filtered water. Do not use tap water on them. But since then, look at all that new growth. It's been giving me a lot of new growth, so I'm really happy about that. This right here this right here just might mean that I need to water it again soon. If they start to like wrap up again, usually that's a sign of them needing some water. And then over here is my plant. Oh, well, first here is my snake plant. I'm gonna keep calling it a snake plant. I don't know the scientific name. I used to, but I forgot. I can't keep track of all of them. But this is a snake plant, super, super easy. Probably the easiest plant I have. You water it once a month, if that. You could even probably go 2 months, honestly. If you forget about it and you forget about it and then realize you still have one, it's probably still going to be alive. And then these are also great because they filter out toxins in the air. So not only do they produce clean oxygen, but they also will filter out any toxic materials in the air. So that's really, really nice. So here these guys are. This is a Fiddle Leaf Fig, Monstera Deliciosa, and from my first video, my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This has been doing pretty good. I haven't seen any changes in it yet, but give it a couple more days and we might see a change. And if not, then great, we fixed the problem. This one is the Monstera Deliciosa. These ones, again, everyone loves them because of the fenestrated leaves. This is a newer leaf on a different stalk. That's why it's not as fenestrated as this one. But nevertheless, it does have a single fenestration on it. So first they start off as solid leaves like that. These are the baby leaves. And then once the plant starts to mature, you'll get the fenestrations. And then once it's really mature, that's when they go absolutely crazy with the fenestrations. They look really, really nice. Monstera Deliciosas are also called Swiss cheese plants, depending on who you ask. But for the most part, Monstera Deliciosa. And then here is my Fiddle Leaf Fig. I love it. It's a beautiful plant, but I do not recommend this plant for anyone who is just starting out in caring for plants, because these are really, really needy. They're super needy. You have to water them correctly, and you have to give them a lot of sun, but not too much sun, and you got to give them the correct, there just has to be a lot of conditions right for these guys, and you have to be on top of the watering schedule for them to do well. And if not, then they will start dropping leaves and you're just going to be left with a stem, and it's really, really sad to see, because once the leaves drop, they're not coming back. So mine's been doing pretty well. It hasn't dropped any leaves yet, so I just want it to sprout some new growth. There is no signs of new growth in that little tip right there, but hey man, hopefully it changes soon. But yeah, really, really nice, lovely plant. Then over here, I have a Cyclamen. It's a type of perennial. These plants are pretty trippy. Like the flower one, it blooms inside out. So you see this one, that little stem right there, it hasn't bloomed. But once it does, it turns like inside out like that. This did have many more flowers and many more leaves like a month ago, but these guys go dormant in the summer, so it's riding like that yellowing leaf right there. It's not dying. All that means is the plant's getting ready to go dormant for the summer. So all these leaves will fall off, the flowers will fall off, and then when fall comes back around, like September, I'm gonna start watering it again and it will revive. So looking forward to that, but I am sad to see it go. Those leaves are really, really nice on this guy. And now I'm going to cut into the next room. See you guys there. And here we are. Here's my dining room. Here's where most of my plants are at. This plant right here is called a Draceana. I forget which type of Draceana, but you know, I'm just gonna leave all of the plant names inside of the description of the video. So if you guys want to look, I'll timestamp it and I will give you the actual names for these. But this is a really, really easy plant. If your places if where you live doesn't get a whole lot of light, these are low light tolerant, and they're still a nice big plant. Usually low light tolerant plants are pretty small, but this guy is big and super duper easy to take care of. I water it only once a month and it gives me new growth all the time. That's a new leaf right there. There's some more in there. And they look really, really nice. Moving on over here, I have my Aloe Vera. I got this guy when he was just a pup, so he's been doing pretty well. I moved him away from the window because he will burn, and I don't want him to do that. So I have him on top of here. Nice. This guy right here is a Blue Glow Agave Pup. I got it from the mother plant. I bought the mother plant at Home Depot, and when I brought it home to repot it, it had a little pup, so I got a 2-for-1. It's pretty nice. This guy is really nice, really pretty. Once it matures, the ends of those leaves right there will start turning red, and the plant actually has like a bluish tint to it. So lovely plant. This is a pup from a agave that I got, a century agave. Just recently, I just saw the little head of it poking out, so I plucked it and put it in a nice pot, and now it's been doing pretty well. And if you guys saw my story, this is my avocado seed that just sprouted. So pretty soon I am gonna have a avocado tree growing. This one's still really small, but it took like 10 weeks for us to get like that. And then in another 10 years, I'll have avocados. These three right here are called Aloe Vera Aristata. Oh, not Aloe Vera, just Aloe Aristata. They are in the same family as the Aloe Vera. They're both aloes. This one I don't think is medicinal though, like this one. You can't rub it on like cuts and stuff and heal them. But nonetheless, it's a very beautiful plant, desert plant. It's native to South Africa, and it looks really nice. The biggest plant from all of them right here, it started sprouting out some flowers. I've just been letting it do its thing. I mean, the flowers aren't really impressive, just these little tiny guys. But nonetheless, I mean, any growth is cool, you know? This guy right here, let me get my hand in there. This guy I got for $3 at Walmart. Walmart has some gems every now and then. This is one of them. It's called like a paddle plant, just because the leaves look like paddles. It's got those nice like reddish colors on the ends of them, and this guy's been growing pretty fast. It's been giving me some new growth right in there. See that? And those two right here, those are also new. So it's been growing pretty good. It likes where it's at, so we're just gonna keep it there and let it do its thing. These guys right here, this is a string of pearls I was propagating from my other string of pearls. You can see that's putting out some new growth, like right in there. These little pearls right there. So it's been doing pretty good. So it's a successful propagation. I'm probably going to use this for Olivia's nursery along with these guys. So these guys just started taking some roots as well. You could see on the end right there. Some of these other guys are rooting off. So just a couple of weeks more and these guys will really start taking off too. Then I'll repot those and have them in the nursery. And moving on, these are some plants that I'm water propagating right now. This one right here is called an Arrowhead Syngonium. It wasn't doing too well over at my mother-in-law's house, so I decided to take a cutting and bring it home and trying to revive it. If you could see in there, look, it's already got some roots taking form, so that's what you want to see. It's also got some new growth right here too, so maybe later those will form into nice big healthy leaves. But really nice plant. This plant is also, from what I hear, low light tolerant, but obviously you'd want to have it in a brighter area just so it grows better, because these big leaves, they look really nice. So Arrowhead Syngonium. This guy right here is a golden pothos. The reason why it's called a golden pothos is obviously all of that color right there. I don't know if you can call it variegation, but yeah, you could probably call it variegated. But really nice pothos right here, really big leaves. I got these cuttings from my brother-in-law, Joaquin. Shout out Joaquin for these. So these are taking roots too, and pretty soon I'll be ready to pot this guy up, and I'll also be putting it in Olivia's nursery. Right here, these are some jade plants. These are super easy. Some of the first plants I bought. They've been growing pretty good. They started off really small, but have been doing awesome since I repotted them again. I don't know what succulents these guys are, sorry. But I propagated these as well. I cut them down, they started getting real long, and now I put them in here and they took roots, so really happy about that. These guys are called Shrek ears. They look like Shrek's ears, obviously. I like them, pretty cute. So there you go. Moving on over here, I've got a succulent planter. These are all succulents that I propagated from bigger plants. These look pretty good. They've been doing really well, actually. They've grown a lot since I got them, and I've only had them for like a month. So doing really well. I don't really know the names of all of them, so I'm just gonna say they're succulents. But really, succulent care is pretty much the same for all of them. This guy is called a blue glow agave. So this is that mother plant that I was talking about from that little pup over there. I kind of messed up with this. I put it in a plastic pot and I had it right there in the window, and I was cooking this plant. When I took it out of that plastic pot, the roots and the dirt felt steaming. They were actually like getting cooked in there. So that's probably why it has all of these. But since I took it out, the new leaves that have been coming out have been looking pretty good. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. So where we left off, I think I was talking about this blue glow and the new leaves. It looks like it's doing a lot better now. It's definitely been pushing out a lot of more new growth. So really happy about that. Blue glow. Here's another succulent planter. Not any different plants in here. Just more propagations. All of these succulents I've propagated. This Aloe Aristata right here, I actually saved it. It was starting to die, so I got it and brought it home. So now it's been doing pretty good as far as I could tell. The new growth in there, you can see that definitely looks different than all these dead tips. So yeah. Then right back here is where I have my Jade Pothos. Sorry, I had to close that up. Jade Pothos, these guys are really fast. They're a little bit different than the Golden Pothos because these plants are solid green. I like how that looks as well. But yeah, these grow really fast, like in vines. Pretty easy to take care of, super easy to propagate, super easy to water. I do bottom watering with these, so I'll just take them off of these hooks, put them in a bowl of water, let them sit there for like 30 minutes, take them out, let it drain, and yeah, these guys are super happy about it. These ones have a little bit of color. I don't know why it happens, but hey, whatever, I'm not complaining. Still looks good. Right down here, I have 2 century agaves. I made the mistake of getting these actually because Olivia is going to start crawling and walking around, and these guys are extremely sharp. These extremely sharp tips right here are exactly like needles. They will not bend. These are a really tough plant. So if she falls into these, she's not going to be having a good time. So I really need to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I don't know if I'm going to sell them. I don't know if I'm going to put them on a plant stand or what. I don't want to give them away. I do like these plants a lot. They're really easy to take care of. Watering, again, once a month like all the other succulents here. So they're really low maintenance, but very dangerous. So moving on into my kitchen, I've got plants here as well. So starting off with this, commonly referred to as a Chinese money plant. These are Pilea Peperomioides. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah. Chinese money plants, really, really cute. They grow really good, really fast actually. Since I've had it, it's probably given me like 5 new leaves in about 2 months. So it's pretty good, I would think. That's the newest little leaf right there. Yeah, I think these look really, really nice. Yep. Up here is a Christmas cactus. So the reason why they call it Christmas cactus is because they actually bloom. That's supposed to be a little flower bud right in there, but they bloom in like the winter. So springtime, summer, you're not gonna really see those blooms, but they will be growing. So you could see that, bam, they're starting to push out some new growth now. And then when the fall and the winter time comes, these guys will actually start sprouting some flowers, which is really nice. This is a marjoram plant I got from Stater Brothers. I thought I could do some, you know, herbs here right above my sink, but this guy has been hating it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not a big deal. This plant was maybe like $2, so if anything, I'll just get another one. As for my mint though, I got this at Stater Bros and it has been doing awesome. I've trimmed it up about 3-4 times already. I do need to give it some water. As you can tell, some of the leaves are kind of like sagging a little bit, but as soon as I give it some water, all of these guys are just gonna stand right back up. It's gonna look really good. But for now, it's just asking for a drink. So yeah, that's how you can tell that it just needs a little bit of watering. It'll start falling over a little bit. But as for that, I mean, looks really nice, smells really good. Mint is great for tea, just infusing it with regular water. It helps digestion. And if you guys like to drink, mint juleps and mojitos. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right here is my string of bananas. The string of bananas looks really good. These are a really, really fast growing plant. Let me see if I can find some new growth. Actually, right there, that little tiny thing, that's new growth. I don't know if I can see any more. There's some right in there. I don't know if it can focus. But it is a fast growing plant. It's growing pretty good. Eventually, I want it to just be like, you know, draping down almost into the sink. If that happens, I could always cut it, propagate it, but I do want it to be hanging down really nicely, and eventually it will. These ones are standing up. Eventually will just fall right back down just because the vine will get too heavy and they'll all be drooping. But that's what you want. You want it to be a nice hanging plant. Right over here on top of my refrigerator, this is a Peperomia green ripple. So this Peperomia is a really funky looking plant. It's got those big ripples in the leaves, hence the name Emerald Ripple. But this is actually in the same family as the Chinese money plant. Same family, they look very similar, they grow very similar. Easy to propagate. Yeah, but these are pretty cool plant. Those little flowers on the top, they look pretty nice. I mean, again, it's kind of a funky plant, but that's why I like it. Lizbeth actually chose this plant out, and I love her for it because she has good taste. And right here is my string of pearls. So this is the mother string of pearls that I took from those little ones over there. And yeah, this guy's been doing really well too. You can see the new growth on the ends right here, meaning this guy is super happy. I do have them right here next to the window, so it gets plenty of light. So this is an east facing window as well for all of these windows. So they get the morning sun, they get nice bright light. The sun will come up right there and come over. Right now is about 1 o'clock, so the sun is past the window, but it still gets great light right here. So yeah, these guys are super happy. And yeah, that's it for my plants, and see you guys later. That's it for my plant tour. It's not a ton of plants, or at least for me it's not. I do plan on getting more plants, maybe not immediately, but I do have a couple more plants on my wish list and some spots I want to put them in. I will be making separate videos for plant care tips on succulents or the Peperomias or the Monsteras, just other plant care tips for like the families of plants. This was just more or less to show you what I have and what to expect in the future. If you want to see a certain type of video, feel free to recommend it to me in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions or make a video pertaining to what it is you want to see. Thank you guys for joining in, and I'll see you next time.